All right, guys, Mr. Fry part 3. This is a little bit harder concept. The next two examples I give you are going to be a little bit tougher because you have to find the factors and look at things a little bit differently. It's kind of like a little puzzle. This is factor by grouping, and let me show you the pattern that groupers like to use. I'm using some letters instead of some numbers. I have RA plus RB plus SA plus SB. Alright, so we look at this thing and we go, okay, there's any common patterns here. Well, if you look, we have RA plus RB. Obviously, there's an R there in common. And then the second half, we have SA and SB. And what's in common there? It's the S. So let me go ahead and break those two things down, and then we can break it one more step, and that's what factor by grouping is really all about. So step 2, I'm just going to pull out that common factor, the first terms, and then regroup them with the R on the outside and A plus B on the inside. So that's the first step. And then the second step is I'm going to go ahead and add and pull the S out. And what do you think is going to be in there? A and B. Good job. Alright, so I'm still not done yet, because we also notice now that we broke this down a second way, we still have the A plus B and A plus B together. So we notice that just like factor by grouping before with our quadratic stuff and our trinomials from Algebra 1 and earlier in Algebra 2, we can just regroup these RS's, and we know that it happens twice, so we can FOIL that stuff. So look, R plus S, and we'll make that the first term, and then we're going to go ahead and just multiply, because we're FOILing really, A plus B. And that is the factor by grouping pattern. So you're saying, okay, that's great, Mr. Fry. I wish all my math homework and pre-tasks and tests and quizzes all had just letters, because that would be a piece of cake. What we're really going to need to do is do some examples. So let me give you one, and here we go. This is a good one. I like this one just because it's easy to factor. All right. X cubed minus 3x squared minus 16x plus 48. All right, first step. It's just like the letters. The difference is we have some coefficients. Oh, by the way, a coefficient is a number next to a letter. All right, so we have x cubed minus 3x squared. The common factor there would probably be an x squared. And the second one is definitely, we've got that 16 in there. So let's break it down. The first step, we'll pull out the x squared. So just like the R before. There's the x squared, and I have some stuff left over. And then the second one, I like to pull out the 16. So we're going to pull out that negative 16 as well. Notice I said negative because it's a negative 16. All right, so I pull out an x squared there. I have x left over. And then let's see here, a minus 3. And then the next one, 16 from negative 16x, well, negative 16. So I just have an x left over. And there are 3 16s and 48. So it's going to be minus 3. Why minus? Because we have a negative 16. Pull out of a positive 48 gives me a negative 3. All right, so now you see that the groupings is the same just like here. So we have to regroup again, and we're done. It's that simple. So I can say x squared minus 16, and then we'll double up x minus 3. Follows that pattern. And then that is my final answer. And we draw like a cool little face that says, yay! That's a terrible smiley face, but I tried. Hope this helps, guys. There are going to be difficult and unique examples, but this is the majority of the factor by grouping. So find them on your pre-task and get them done.